Hi, in this video we'll be discussing dropping and swapping classes. If you no longer want to take a particular course or courses during your enrollment time, there are two options to remove courses and add new courses, swapping and dropping. So we're going to start like we did before by clicking the Enroll link. And then selecting the correct term. Once again, we'll be doing Spring 2014. So this was that Add Classes tab we showed in the last video, but for now we're going to switch to some of those new tabs like dropping and swapping. First we'll start with drop. So I've bolstered our class schedule so we have some additional classes to work with. Like that WGS 280 class we had, I've also added a Pols 200 and a Biology 115, just so it looks more like the schedule you'll have when you start adding, swapping, and dropping. So you would drop a class if you no longer want to take that course entirely and don't want to switch it with another course. So we're just removing that course from our schedule. So let's say we no longer want to take Pols 200. What we would do is select that course. Perhaps I also don't want to take Bio, etc. Just so you're aware, during the instruction period, you can drop all of your classes online but your last class. To completely withdraw from all units, you have to contact Admissions and Records. But for now, we'll just drop one class, Political Science 200. So it's pretty simple. You just select the class you no longer want to have on your schedule that you would like to disenroll from and hit Drop Selected Class. Once again, you want to double check this is the class you would like to drop and remove from your schedule and click Finish Dropping. And then you'll be taken to this page, which is similar to the Add page with the success of a green check mark meaning dropped and a red X meaning error, unable to drop class with the messages, success, this class has been removed from your schedule. So that's how simple dropping classes is. You just select the class you want, proceed to the end, and make sure you have the green arrow or the green check mark and read the success status. So now we will talk about swapping classes. So next we'll want to click that Swap tab. So you're going to want to use the swap function if you want to switch classes basically. So you want to remove one class from your class schedule and add another at the same time. So this is different from dropping because you're not just removing a class, you're also replacing that class with a different class. So we can choose which class from our schedule we want to replace. So say we no longer want to be in WGS 280. So we'll select that class, and this is the class we're going to remove from our schedule if the swap goes successfully. The great thing about swap compared to drop is that if it doesn't go successfully, we now still have WGS 280 in our class. So what I mean is we can choose WGS 280 to remove, swap it with another class. If that is successful, that new class will appear on our schedule and WGS 280 will be gone. If that swap is unsuccessful, say the new class we don't meet the prerequisites or it's suddenly full, instead of losing our units of WGS 280, that's still on our schedule and we can keep it or do a different swap. So we have a safety net there. So we're going to swap WGS 280 with a different class, AMCS 200, which I looked up prior. And you can do a class search like we did with the added classes, or we can enter a 4-digit class number, which in this case is 235, and click Enter. Okay, so we see that we're going to swap WGS 280 with AMCS 200, a GE course for Area A1. So we'll click Next. And so now we see that we are replacing this class, WGS 280, with this class, AMCS 200. So it's really written quite well. So you're replacing this class with this one, and it's exactly as it sounds. So we're enrolled in 280, AMCS is open, and so if it's successful and we finish swapping, we will now be disenrolled from 280 and it will be switched and enrolled into 200. So we'll finish swapping. And then it will take you to this view results page, which is getting very familiar with the green check of success, classes were swapped, or the red X of error, unable to swap, and you would read the messages either way to see what has happened. So swap WGS 280 with AMCS 200, we have a message that's just this course fulfills GE requirements, information only message, and the green check. So that's a successful swap, and we can check the class schedule. And now we have AMCS 200 and Biology 115. So we successfully dropped a course in this video, and we also successfully swapped a course with another in this video. So in our last video, we'll show you how to waitlist a course and also a waitlist swap. But for now, you now know how to do a class search, add, drop, and swap. So you can review any of these videos anytime during your registration process, and we'll move on to waitlisting.